さあやりますか。これ、コントローラーでいけんのかな。チャーチ・イン・ザ・ダークネスではゲームをプレイするために指導者の目的、信念、行動が変化し、ストーリーに影響を与えます。また、プレイスタイルはどんな選択肢があるか。マルチエンディングかい。何キャラクター選択って。黄色。あ、間違えた。男。何これ。警備員たちの視界を確認できない。ハードとかの方が面白そうなんだけどな。とりあえず何フリーダムタウンにとても効果的に傷の大きい処置ができる。武装していくのもな。救命キット、とりあえず救命キット。1967年カリフォルニア州オークランドにてコレクティブルジャスミンミッションが設立された。カリスマ的に指導者であるアイザックとレベック・ウォーカーに率いられ、メンバーは差別撤廃、平等、社会主義について教えを説いた。1975年、アメリカ政府によって発表されていると主張し、500人の信者たちが南アメリカのジャングルに居を移した。1976年、ミッションとアメリカにいる家族の間でやり取りは緊張したものになり、時として途切れるようになった。家族たちはジャングルの中で恐ろしい事態が起きているのではないかと危惧した。アイザックとレベックは干渉しないでくれというだけだった。1977年、ミッションについて探り、甥のアレックスがどこにいるか知りたがっているかを確かめるため、あなたはキャンプに潜入することでした。
Vic, I'm out of options. Alex has been in South America for 2 years now, and I haven't heard from him in 6 months. I just know something is wrong, and I don't trust the horrible preachers he's fallen in with. Can you get in there and check on him? With your background, I know you can handle it. Get him out of things look bad. I know it's been a few years, but your family. God, he's still just a kid. Stella.
Book along the river. なるほど。侵入地点大通り。これ取れるんだ。取れたりしないんだ。長押しでダッシュ。A でダッシュなんだ。珍しいな。フリーダムタイムは侵入者ですね。あなたは変装不可能なので警備員に近づきすると撃たれてしまう。彼らは避けて取れず、より良い変装ができるフックを探そう。はあ。わざと思う時は数学生だったのですが、チャールズとジュリアが人を集めてバスケットボールを作ってもらいました。すごいもう一度調べる。何もなかった。直し人の視界目。ああ、なるほどね。
Do you know why we named this place Freedom Town? We named it for the freedoms America promised us, but which we never really had. At last, here we are free to love our God and love ourselves as America would never let us. We only ask that you love this place. As we love all of you.
Dear Mom, things are going great down here. I knew it would be hard working with the mission to build a town in the jungle, but it's what we have to do. It stays hot and humid year-round here, but I love seeing all the bugs and birds from South America. Oh, food's great, particularly because we grow it ourselves. I know you worry about me, but please don't.
I've never trusted those people. Who Who would with a name like Collective Justice Mission? They exploit good people like Alex, get them to hand over all their money, make them work all hours, and put them in a dangerous camp in the jungle. So many horrible rumors about what they do down there. I thought about what you said. Maybe some of those people are... You were off doing your own thing in Brazil, Vic. That's fine, but Alex missed you. When his dad left, he could have used someone else to look up to, someone to be a guidepost. By myself, I couldn't be that for him. So Alex went out and found his guidance somewhere else. Now look where he is. I need you to find him. I got a map to the area they're living in. They must have more detailed ones. I hope you find a better one when you're inside. That'll help you find Alex.
インベントリーないのアラーム停止ワイヤー標的な行動不能の時間がこれ殺すか気絶させる殺せるのかこれマジか
Due to resourcefulness and hard work in the last 3 months, hatchery egg production has doubled. But remember, we are keeping most of the current yield for trading at the capital. We need the funds for our continual outreach and expansion.
よし
History is full of deeply committed revolutionaries fighting off vastly stronger enemies. Once, the U.S. itself did it. Then the guerrillas in Cuba. Recently, our brothers and sisters in North Vietnam. And now, us.
殺すわけにもいかんしなめっちゃ拳銃あるんだけど
Our socialist friend to the north summed it up perfectly. Oppressed people have only two
長い
choices:
指で狙う
to suffer
あ
or to fight.
いや変装グッズないんだけど石を投げる注意のああこれで
The soldiers they will send are baby killers. What else would you call someone who invades a peaceful town where children live? A baby killer kills not just once but repeatedly.
キーヤンを探すと助けながら彼女は川岸に地図を確認しよう
You are saving the lives of the babies they have yet to kill.
めくれないのかいけないのねだってこれ変装してないからすごいきついと思うんだけど変装したいな川岸にいる今どこそんなとこめっちゃ遠いやん嘘
When we recall the verse from Matthew about the city on the hill, I think of our town in the jungle, how we can be an example to the world. The Puritans preached that their shining example would be Boston. But 300 years later, it is instead a corrupt home for fake progressives and powerful elites. A betrayal. The ultimate manifestation of the great American lie. And so we fight that hypocrisy until it dies.
どうすればいいんだろう たいよな。すごく入りたいんだよな。こっちはなんだ。
Live free or die, they say. And they mean it as a threat.
なんもないな。なんだ硬くなったか。ワンチャンス。
In the name of our Lord, I fight for a world run not by greed, but by love. Love for all people, black or white, man or woman, gay or straight, where there's no rich or poor, but a great equality for everyone.
あいつは民間人だな。
God is with us, protecting us. All he asks is that we never give up. Is life worth living if you are not living in truth? We shun the everyday lies of life in America, the denial, the hypocrisy. There is only one truth, and here it is clear for everyone to see.
やっべ。
You know how much you all mean to us. But we are coming to a crisis point in Freedom Town. A time when we must decide our future. The mark we leave on history must be a beacon of hope for those not fortunate enough to live in Freedom Town. Whatever comes for us, know that the Lord is on our side, and I am on your side. And we are all together. Cuckoo-cuckoo?
鎮痛剤か。あれめっちゃうるさい。音が鬼のようにうるさいんだけど。音粒じゃないです。じゃあこれどうしよう。こっち鎮痛剤か。あの橋を渡りたいんだよな。
Listen, perhaps my favorite verse from Acts chapter 4. And the multitude of them that believed were of one heart and of one soul. Neither said any of them that aught of the things which he possessed was his own, but they had all things in common. And with great power gave the apostles witness of the resurrection of the Lord Jesus. And great grace was upon them all.
橋渡りて違うどうしようかな。ここ先行けないのかな。行けなさそうだな。
Our community is open to anyone who rejects the misery we saw everywhere in the U.S. Anyone with love in their heart, whoever that love is for, if they declare cruelty unacceptable, I will embrace them.
わかった。こいつはダメなの？セーブがどこでされてるかわかんねえからな。
We picked this location because of its difficulty to invade. We know it inside and out. We know they are coming. We can fight. And we will fight to the very end.
はあ、ちょっと待って。ちょっと待って。やっぱバレた。
When you get a letter from your relatives begging you to go home, remember, they want you to go back to their land of misery to make themselves feel better, not you. Forcing someone away from the life they truly love is the mark of an abuser.
一般市民がいなくなったぞ。さっきのお返し。
The jungle sends its insects to chew our crops until they're nubs. I wonder if it is a challenge from God testing our resolve. We're not going anywhere.
というより変装がないのがやっぱきついと思うんだよな。もしかして俺変装用具をどっかに。
You all know how much we value music as a way to stir the revolutionary spirit. I want to say thank you to Suzanne who wrote this song about the work. No matter how much work we do, there's only so much we can do to keep ourselves safe.
待って。
All we can do is keep working.
待って。絶望。絶望。よし。
We wake up in the morning and we grab a hoe and rake, knowing that we plan to give more than we will take. Every day's a gift and we must use it while we can, working to improve our lot according to our plan. When we work together, we will ease our way along, smiling as we work and as we sing this little song. A work away, a work away, a working for a better day. A work away, a work away, a working for a better day. A work away, a work away, a working for a better day. A working for a bright and better day.
やばい。
All right, everyone, get out to those fields. Everyone works for the cause. We won't have food we don't grow ourselves. Tend the orchards. Water those crops. Everyone will work until the work is done.
なんもなしね。
A better day is right around the corner.
遠いな。
The workers of the world are uniting as we go, tearing down the order as we make our garden grow. Every day's a gift and we must use it while we can, working to improve our lot according to our plan. When we work together, we will ease our way along, smiling as we work and as we sing this little song. A work away, a work away, a working for a better day. A work away, a work away, a working for a better day. A work away, a work away, a working for a better day. A working for a bright and better day.
ここバレないのもしかして。こんなガバガバな。
Come on now,
Gaba.
rally round. Justice isn't going to grow itself. Today's a great day to work. The people of the world are watching us.
何かと入れ替えたいな。黒のショット剣に入れ替えるか。間違えた。ボタンを間違える現象。ショットガンとバナナって何に使うんだろうこれ。びっくりした。その鳥がもうビビるからやめてほしい。アラーム停止は救命キット、鎮痛剤、金属の破片。金属の破片。いやー、金属の破片いるよな絶対。でもショットガンいらないよな絶対。絶対ショットガンいらん。そしてバナナがなぜか取れないっていう。
I know everyone has been working so hard. I think we're all due a little nighttime entertainment. So tomorrow night, Rebecca and I are planning to sing a few songs together. Everyone should come sing along with us in the theater.
何目覚まし時計って。
Here we may struggle, but we all triumph together.
こんな村に侵入して俺大丈夫かな。絶妙に今やばい気がしてるんだけど。とりあえずこれこう。そう危ねえよ。家からの手紙。揚げ物サンドイッチ。ちょっと待って。めちゃめちゃ人多い。
In the end, this has to be bigger than us.
あ、ちなみになんかある。やったこれスカートです。住民に持ってよっしゃ。観察モードで視野の変化を確認しよう。結構大胆に動いた。本当だ。町人にめっちゃ近づいてもバレない。でも結構バレそう。
You know how much you all mean to us. But we are coming to a crisis point in Freedom Town. A time when we must decide our future. The mark we leave on history must be a beacon of hope for those not fortunate enough to live in Freedom Town. Whatever comes for us, know that the Lord is on our side, and I am on your side. And we are all together.
ちょっと待ってくれ。
Cuckoo, could you?
もう大丈夫。もう巻いた。よしよし、あいつはバグった。勝ちだ俺な。完全に俺の勝ちだ。普通に入ってきやが
From
った。
James chapter 5. Go now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire.
後ろ向くだよ。頼むから後ろ向くだよ。こっちだな。なんだここ、便所か。集合便所か。おっと、北に行くにはどうにかせねばならない。
We are not blind to the corruptions of the communist countries. None have been perfect. But this is not inherent to socialism, not when run justly. Perhaps the help they needed could have been found in Scripture's singular message. We will make our socialism work because we go hand in hand with the Lord.
Yeah.
Okay. お、中にいんのか。でも中にめっちゃ重要なもんありそう。これかわして目覚まし時計そうにして。
They take each minority group and pit them against each other. Each class group, each gender, any division they can create. So they make us hate the wrong people and we forget about them. They divide, they conquer. We suffer.
やってしまった。くそ。え、
Did you kill anyone? Did you hide their bodies?
その死体をどこに隠した？私たち
I
は
almost thought we were safe.
安全だと思ってたね。
Once we send you out of here, don't come back. You understand? This is our home. We want it to succeed. God is with us. Let us live in peace.
TNT は工場で最近フリーダムタウン大量自由である自転車正面から来て私に尋ねてきた。なるほど。こじ開けれるわ。こじ開くのか。くのか。とりあえず殺すことから。どこだ？めっちゃ遠い。めちゃんこ遠い。ダッフルバッグ。あー、今までの。なるほど。でも俺全員スネークみたいに暗殺してるんだよな。
Over the last 10 years, I've seen all the great progressive leaders assassinated. I know my life is at risk. Rebecca knows she is in danger. We make ourselves targets by what we say and what we do. We accept this. But not for you, my people. I will not let them kill a single one of you. We control our own lives.
教会？チャールズからのメモ。現在襲撃され侵略なされて現実が合うか強化チームで議論したい。から違う方で。
I'm trapped in the pit with the darkest filth of humanity. I will light that candle. If not so that I can see, so that at the very least I can burn all who brought me down there. Do not push me.
強欲だったからな。ここなんだこれ。やべえとこだろう。
shot
ス
down
コット・ス
dead.
クーター・トンプソン、ミッションメンバー1名。
Just ask Dr. King.
レベッカとアイザック、レベッカは役やっても、役を持っていいものを帰るのを手伝ってくれた。今はフリーダムタウンにいる。ここは綺麗な俺たちのための場所だよ。どうすっかな。一人ずつぶっ殺していくか。
Our best revolutionary leaders were killed when they said no to the war machine's endless appetite. We refuse to fight for profits, and that makes us dangerous. We fight only our own fight.
We are ready to fight, but we don't want to.
May the Lord see that it never comes to that.
But when they come, we will be ready. When someone violates our home, we will know their intentions.
And when they know we're armed, they know how seriously we take the sanctity of our home. If you're not being attacked and persecuted, you are compromised. When you live for truth, slander is inevitable. So I hear of people back in the U.S. attacking and deriding us. And I know we are doing everything right.
あいつだけか。いやー、近場にいるな。来ないんだったらここ渡って。
When I say no to trips home, you have to understand I trust you. I know you would want to come back to Freedom Town. It's them I don't trust. They wouldn't let you come back, and I don't want to lose any of my people.
やばいやばいやばいやばいやばいやばい。危ない。
Born sleeping on a bed of gold, they preach their great accomplishments when all they have done is perpetuate a system that robs you blind.
そりゃそうか。
And they ask why the poor don't work harder, why the black mother has so many children, why anyone should have a moment's peace when they could work for starvation wages to line the pockets of the wealthiest. Who gave you the right to question? Who gave you the right to refuse their system? We did.
なんもねえ。なんもねえけど人いる。やべ。いや、ぞ。お、アレックスの居住エリア。来た。どうやら俺たちは何とかしなきゃいけないね。なんだここ。公園か。
Let me say this again. With a group as numerous as ours, some people will stray.
どうする。
But those who wander will be called out publicly. I have found this is the best way to keep people on track with our mission.
We must keep our society functional, but know that we only do what we feel necessary.
May God guide our hand to be merciful yet forceful enough to keep us together. When I read my Bible, it is so obvious Jesus Christ is on our side. Those who somehow read his holy words yet still live as the most despicable capitalists. Are they illiterate?
嘘だ。マジかよ。どうすんだよ。あー、上に行くんじゃなくて右に行くか。右に行く
Any government that cannot face up to its own crimes and bring about restitution can never be redeemed. Kissinger may not technically be in power, but the fact that a known mass murderer still walks the halls of hallowed institutions as not only a free man but as a respected figure shows how cancerous the whole organism of America truly is.
どこだ？どこから右に行けるんだ？ここはもうほぼ無理な。いや、そうだね。
When writing to your relatives, remember we want them to understand how good things are for us, how important our work is. Sarah, our communications director, is always available. We've had reports of someone suspicious. Everyone on your guard.
ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい。本当にごめんなさい。本当にごめんなさい。本当にごめんなさい。やっべ。やっ
Everyone, watch carefully.
ややばいって。アレックス死んじゃうって。あ、やばい。
These good people are afraid. Afraid of the destruction you are bringing to the best place we have ever known. We're going to put you out of here. Just in case you have some shred of conscience, this is my appeal. Stay out. What we have here is strong but fragile. Just leave us. We want to live our lives in peace.
話が変わるからなるべく死にたくないんだ。死にたくないというか気絶したくないんだ。速攻こじ開けて、今どこだお前。待ってくれ。まさかの奇跡的に3回目にして。
Back to your work, my people. We have more time.
これどうすんの？どうすればいい？ちょっと待って、これ出して。
In a capitalist society, anyone with a lot of power must have left a hideous trail of bodies in his wake.
くっそ、4回でダメなのか。オッケーオッケー。くっそ、むずいなこのゲーム。ランダムで性格を決める。ランダムで性格を決めよう。なるほどね。なるほどね。町民の服と、安全圏だ、安全圏。やっぱ殺しはあんまりしたくないんだよな。あんまり人をぶっ殺すのは好きじゃないんだけど、そんなこと嘘だな。拳銃使う。
Dear Mom, things are going great down here. I knew it would be hard working with the mission to build a town in the jungle, but it's what we have to do. It stays hot and humid year round here, but I love seeing all the bugs and birds from South America. Oh, food's great, particularly because we grow it ourselves. I know you worry about me, but please don't. Love, Alex.
We are all equal before God. It's the blasphemous ways of man that have cost us our God-given equality.
外して。バレるんかーい。あ、終わった。ボタン間違えた。くそ。くそ。
Do you know why we named this place?
くそ。
What was your plan, anyway? Just the one of you? I was expecting a squad or a platoon.
X と Y 間違え
But
た
it doesn't matter. Soon, nothing you've done will matter at all.
うわ、めっちゃこの人やばい人だ。なんか今回の性格。いやーもうあいつにダッシュに近づいてぶっ殺すか。あいつを殺すっていう感覚はダメだな。分かったぞ。ラストチャンスだな。
These good people are afraid of the destruction you are bringing to the best place we have ever known.
Isaac is a problem that I have to deal with. And you will stay here and let me
やっぱ殺され
deal
る。
with
早く行かないと。いや、というかな、アイテム何があるのか分かんないんだよな。あと、ぶっ放して。いや、あいつ出た、またこいつ。何秒経つか。一回確認してみるか。はいはいはいはい。いけるな。これで開けて、ミスった。そんな聞き方するのやめて。ですよね。一回一往復かまさないと無理か。オッケーオッケーオッケー。くそ。むずい。まあもう次こそこういう装備にしてやろうかな。
I've never trusted those people. Who would with a name like Collective Justice Mission? They exploit good people like Alex, get them to hand over all their money, make them work all hours, and put them in a dangerous camp in the jungle. So many horrible rumors about what they do down there. I thought about what you said. Maybe some of those people are sincere. Maybe Freedom Town has a good side. But Vic, what if you're wrong? You have to find Alex.
中に人いるのに。なんだここ。
Love our God and love ourselves as America would never let us. We only ask that you love this place as we love all of you.
なんだあいつら。なんだあいつら。めっちゃキレてる。
Living together in peace, sharing what we have. They see us as a threat to their own lives of idolatry. A threat to their Mercedes, and their swimming pools, and their illegal wars around the world that bankroll all of it. A threat to their segregated communities, their segregated marriages, their segregated churches. They are quite content in their lives of hate, and how dare we suggest there may be a better way?
される。
last 10 years, I've seen all the great progressive leaders assassinated. I know my life is at risk. Rebecca knows she is in danger. We make ourselves targets by what we say and what we do. We accept this. But not for you, my people. I will not let them kill a single one of you. We control our own lives.
When writing to your relatives, remember we want them to understand how good things are for us, how important our work is. And Sarah, our communications director, is always available to help you make them understand.
Y は上ね。よし。Y は上。Y は上って思ってるから、なんとかなる。
As Lenin said, freedom in a capitalist society has always meant freedom for the slave owners. The trick is, in America, sometimes they let you people own slaves. You can destroy a revolutionary by killing him, or by making him comfortable and just a little powerful.
When we recall the verse from Matthew about the city on the hill, I think of our town in the jungle, how we can be an example to the world.
The Puritans preached that their shining example would be Boston. But 300 years later, it is instead a corrupt home for fake progressives and powerful elites.
A betrayal. The ultimate manifestation of the great American lie.
We give our lives to expose that despicable hypocrisy. Like our proud sisters and brothers at Stonewall showed us, if things don't get better, eventually you just need to pick up something heavy and smash it through a car window.
When I say no to trips home, you have to understand I trust you. I know you would want to come back to Freedom Town. It's them I don't trust. They wouldn't let you come back, and I don't want to lose any of my people.
Hold up there! Don't go for your guns.
わかった。ってことは、これを外して。
Approach slow. Give him here. Hey, my name's Charles. Come on now. Hand over your weapons. That's all right. For a long time, they've been saying people are coming to kill us. But I don't think you are. Answer me this. Who are you? Why are you here? If you don't want to say, that's fine. I won't hurt you. I don't think you're much of a threat. People joined us for good reasons. But some got down here and couldn't see the good anymore. Sometimes I think we all lost. People say some crazy shit around here. I wish I knew if things were really that bad. Oh, you're Alex's family. Is that right? You want to see him? You should see him. What you need is a map to help you find him. I don't know exactly where Alex is, but I've marked your map to give you an idea where to look. Cages? Shit. What the hell happened to this place? Isaac has helped a lot of people. You remember that. I just wish he wasn't so damn paranoid. I thought about leaving, but these are good people. Problem is, good people can get all twisted up. The walkers are big on symbols. Those cages, the big crosses. What's going on with that? Symbols don't harvest the crops. Look, you go back into town, you stay out of sight. Most of the guards have heavy trigger fingers. Rebecca's got them all keyed up. Rebecca's always saying not to trust our families back home. But I don't care what she says. I think it's right for people to talk to their families. Thing most of us won't admit, we're trapped here. Good or bad, we don't have a choice about it now. You get yourself killed, it's bad for all of us. The walkers are big on symbols. Those cages, the big crosses. What's going on with that? Symbols don't harvest the crops.
白い礼拝堂を調べてチャンネルのために脅威の証拠を見つけよう。
You know how much you all mean to us. But we are coming to a crisis point in Freedom Town. A time when we must decide our future.
We must send the strongest message we can. That we will not accept the cruelty of the world.
And what better way than through our own great works here, our divine providence.
And we will not let them break us. The ending we choose will be ours, and ours alone. From time to time, I think about what they might say about us in the history books. Then I remember that those texts are shot through with lies.
Whoa.
Why come here? Why upset my people like this? They came here in fear, and now you brought that fear back. We'll send you back. But right now I have a bigger problem to deal with.
You may remember our friends at the Bear Ridge Commune. I had hopes they'd be safe up in the Cascades. Far enough up there not to bother anyone. From what I'm told, last week they were raided by the FBI. 10 dead. Many jailed. The rest now homeless. And for what? They just wanted their own peace. If we hadn't left the U.S., that would be us, my people. Dead in a ditch.
左にずっと行かなきゃいけないのか。
When I am trapped in the pit with the darkest filth of humanity, I will light that candle. If not so that I can see, so that at the very least I can burn all who brought me down there. Do not push me.
It's に行ってもバレるだけだな、この川渡ると。
Capitalism lives off inequity, pushing you to look down on others. And what better shorthand for feeling superior than based on your own so-called race? Angela Davis has it right. You cannot separate racism from capitalism.
Oh.
There comes a time for all of us. We can only hope to make our life mean something more than just our days here.
But know this, we will never go without a fight. We will find our place, little one.
なるほど。作業予定
Find
表。
our place in the sun in the morning. When we rise in the morning, sweet bye-bye. Use the hammer, use the scythe. Every day we work for the prize in the morning. When we rise in the morning, sweet bye-bye. Ever watchful, standing fast, we'll defend our truth till the last in the morning. When we rise in the morning, sweet bye-bye. Stand together in the light. All who hate us, we will fight in the morning. When we rise in the morning, sweet bye-bye. We're the ones who must be pure. Death
だいぶ汗になってる。何これ。
be assured in the morning. When we rise in the morning,
私たちは離れる。
sweet bye-bye.
めっちゃ人いた。どうやろうかな。上抜ける場所はあるんだけどな。なんかどっかに抜ける場所がある。
You know how much you all mean to us. But we are coming to a crisis point in Freedom Town. A time when we must decide our future.
We must send the strongest message we can. That we will not accept the cruelty of the world.
And what better way than through our own great works here, our divine providence.
And we will not let them break us. The ending we choose will be ours and ours alone.
とここまで来た。とりあえず白い礼拝堂を調べてみようか。ここか、白い礼拝堂って。
What murderous empire builds enough weaponry to kill everyone on the planet 10 times over? While the poor starve, the arsenal fills up. Some say it was the profits the war machine demanded, but I say these leaders simply have murder in their hearts. When I read my Bible, it is so obvious Jesus Christ is on our side. Those who somehow read his holy words yet still live as the most despicable capitalists. Are they illiterate?
よしよしよし、こっち来たぞ、こっち来たぞ。
During our crisis, we have made special arrangements for the children. They are in Cuba, at Colonia Unidad La Palma, learning about the revolution from our trusted neighbors.
I know it's hard, and I miss them too.
But we do not have time for sentimentality.
But we keep them in our hearts.
We have no time for distractions.
Ka, 白い礼拝堂って。
I think you know by now, I have very high standards. So does Isaac. It should surprise no one that people with high standards don't always agree on those standards. It's not always pretty, but it's inevitable. I have been hearing a lot of complaints about vetoed visitation requests. Let me emphasize, it is so important we carefully monitor who comes to Freedom Town. We are aware of several past incidents where the FBI planted moles in our town. We cannot let them in our homes again.
I wish we could inspire the world, save more people. But if we can just save ourselves, we will know that is all God wished for us. My God, they're killing us. They're really killing us. This place was supposed to be safe.
They have shown no hesitation to kill us. If you see anything suspicious, stay away and get a member of the security team immediately.
The will to fight. We must hold on to hope. To this killing. My people. We just want to live. They won't let us live.
Security. Highest alert. Highest alert.
ばいな。こうなるとやばいんだな。チャールズ。
This is horrible, horrible. One of our people is dead. This is what we always told you was coming.
くそ。
One of us has been found killed. This intruder is clearly armed and very dangerous. Security, full search.
いやー、アレックス見つけに行くか、普通に。
We just wanted peace, but still they murder us.
This is the end, my people. When they murder us in our beds, what hope do we have? Our fallen brother would want us to fight. We must find who did this horrible thing.
This is horrible, horrible. One of our people is dead. This is what we always told you was coming.
これ町民の服消えんの？
Our fallen brother would want us to fight. We must find who did this horrible thing.
一生鳴ってるけど。くっそ。一
We
生鳴っ
just
てる
wanted
んだ
peace,
な。
but still they murder us.
Why wouldn't they leave us alone?
One of us has been found killed. This intruder is clearly armed and very dangerous. Security, full search.
マジで。
This is the end, my people. When they murder us in our beds, what hope do we have?
帰ってくる、明らかにやばい、ここは。ここやばいけど、ここ抜けないといけないんじゃないのこれ。いや、どっちから抜けよう。左下から抜けれるって書いてある。
One of us has been found killed. This intruder is clearly armed and very dangerous.
どっちも抜ける
Security,
ように
full
ない
search.
ことはない。目覚ましとけ。
Our fallen brother would want us to fight. We must find who did this horrible thing.
待ってー。
This is the end, my people. When they murder us in our beds, what hope do we have?
うん、こうしたんだ。
Eh,
Why wouldn't they leave us alone?
あ、マジだね。じゃあ
We just wanted peace, but still they murder us.
アラーム止めて。
Mom, I know you've never believed in what we're doing here, but I don't blame you for being wrong. As Isaac always says, the American corporate machine is designed to make people fear any different way to live. But we live our own policy, and our policy is true equality. I may not change your mind, but I hope you believe in me and love me enough to help me with my dream. This is really hard for me to ask, but as we get this started, things are stretched thin. Supplies for myself, for all my friends here, would help so much. If you could send a wire transfer, that would help the most.
ダメじゃねえかお前。これ違うやつが書いてんじゃねえかよ。
This is horrible, horrible. One of our people is dead. This is what we always told you
ア
was
ラーム
coming.
止めねえとやばそうなんだよなこれは。どうしようかな。アラーム止まんねえかな。
One of us has been found killed.
アラーム止める。
This intruder is clearly armed and very dangerous.
こいつが。
Security, full search.
アラーム停止が嫌がありません。
When they murder us in our
困
beds,
っ
what
た
hope
こ
do
と
we
に。
have?
いやマジでアラーム停止が
Our
嫌だ。
fallen brother would want us to fight. We
なんか出ろ。ロティミ大佐って誰？すごい人、やばいなこれ。あっちも違うね。
We just wanted peace, but still they murder us. This is horrible, horrible. One of our people is dead. This is what we always told you was coming.
これ外したら話せるんじゃないか。気絶させるしかねえ。
One of us has been found killed. This intruder is clearly armed and very dangerous. Security, full search. This is horrible, horrible. One of our people is dead. This is what we always told you was coming.
Our fallen brother would want us to fight. We must find who did this horrible thing.
We just wanted peace, but still they murder us. This is horrible, horrible.
やばい、この村俺壊
One
滅
of
さ
our
せる。
people is dead. This is what we always told you was coming.
確実にこの村を俺は壊滅させてる。やばいかもしれない。
This is the end, my people. When they murder us in our beds, what hope do we have?
Whoa.
Our fallen brother wanted us to fight.
ああ、ダメだった。
We must find who did this horrible thing.
壊滅作戦が。
I have never understood forgiveness. People don't change. A killer is a killer is a killer. And there's only one thing to do when the murderer has brought death to your home. You make sure the murderer will not kill again.
むずいよこのゲーム。最悪のエンディングだ。くっそ。いやー、こうなると停止はいいや、めちゃ欲しなる。これとこれで。
You were off doing your own thing in Brazil, Vic. That's fine, but Alex missed you. When his dad left, he could have used someone else to look up to, someone to be a guidepost. By myself, I couldn't be that for him. So Alex went out and found his guidance somewhere else. Now look where he is. I need you to find him. I got a map to the area they're living in. They must have more detailed ones. I hope you find a better one when you're inside. That'll help you find Alex.
目覚ましめちゃある。
I have been hearing a lot of complaints about vetoed visitation requests. Let me emphasize, it is so important to carefully monitor who comes to Freedom Town. We are aware of several past incidents where the FBI planted moles in our town. We cannot let it in our home.
know why we named this place Freedom Town? We named it for the freedoms America promised us, but which we never really had. At last, here we are free. To love our God and love ourselves as America would never let us. We only ask that you love this place. As we love all of you.
橋渡れるかチェックするか。いつも渡れないんだよな、橋が。それは困るから、これを置いて。
Most of you have heard about the debate Rebecca and I had earlier this week at the agriculture meeting. I know it got a little heated, but when you care about something as much as we care about this town, just have to be sure you're making the best decision for everyone.
使って示すよ。どこにいようと。なるほど。これは神がかってるアイテム。
The good book tells me to show hospitality to strangers. We're good people here. I trust you are too. For many of us, this is the best life we've ever known, an escape from the violence we faced in America. I come to be by the river to remember that, and to thank God for what He's given us. So many back in the U.S. say something is wrong here. Do you think so? Prove it to me. Show me one piece of evidence. I'll look at it. And if it's real, I'll do something about it.
また白い礼拝堂やないかい。アレックスから。
Oh, you're Alex's kin? Sure, I'll tell you where he is. You got a map I can write on? Best I know, he's in this part of town. You ask him how he feels about Freedom Town. He wants to go? You take him with you. He can make his own choices. But those of us who want to stay for the fight to come, you leave us alone. This river can mean whatever you want it to mean. It is nature continuing, ignoring what we humans do. It's God's enduring persistence. It's a wave of justice destroying capitalism. Metaphors don't help people eat, but they can help me think, be inspired, get the work done. Rebecca's willing to risk what isn't hers to risk. But I'll make sure she stops. Or gets stopped. Isaac will push us to the edge, but I will set the limit. He may only ask of us what we have to do to be free. Let the world see what great things we're doing here. Let them look at our work. No lies will hide this. If it ain't the army killing Vietnamese, it's the police killing us. Police that did nothing when my brother Frank was murdered, but would shoot me dead if I so much as looked at them. Black people are so much safer here. I wish everyone realized that the guns will not win this fight for us. They only give the world a reason to fear us.
アレックスはノースコテージにいるわけね。テレサを探せば運動場にいる。
When we recall the verse from Matthew about the city on the hill, I think of our town in the jungle, how we can be an example to the world.
The Puritans preached that their shining example would be Boston. But 300 years later, it is instead a corrupt home for fake progressives and powerful elites.
A betrayal. No life at all would be better than a life of American hypocrisy.
We will be true to our principles, whatever end may come.
Injustice is the fuel that powers the motor that makes the United States run. Without injustice, its engine will seize up, incapable of going forward. The luxuries the rich have come to expect would be impossible in a world where no one is starving, where everyone had decent medical care, where seniors are cared for, and where every child can get an education. And that is the great, dark truth of American capitalism. That the rich will kill the poor in order to keep their luxuries. That their extreme comfort is more important than other people's very lives.
When writing to your relatives, remember we want them to understand how good things are for us, how important our work is. And Sarah, our communications director, is always available to help you make them understand.
他で渡れない。どこも渡れないのか。やべえ。
Back in the U.S., the noose is tightening. Look at the FBI's war on the Panthers. Their leadership has been blatantly assassinated by the government. If we had not left, I am certain the same would have happened to us.
はないのです。
You know how much you all mean to
もう
us.
本当怖い。
But we are coming to a crisis point in Freedom Town. A time when we must decide our future.
We will leave an indelible mark on history and show them how we reject their vile lies.
We forge our own path out of this darkness, escaping with the providence only the Lord can grant us.
And we will inspire others to realize this world is cruelty, that it is time for a final reckoning.
ちょっと待って。絶望感じてるけど大丈夫かなこれ。絶望だ。こうなったら絶望だ。
Capitalism lives off inequity, pushing you to look down on others. And what better shorthand for feeling superior than based on your own so-called race? Angela Davis has it right. You cannot separate racism from capitalism.
外に出る気ないのかな。バレるよね。バレるよね。
What murderous empire builds enough weaponry to kill everyone on the planet 10 times over?
You've been causing a lot of commotion in town, but that's done. Now everyone realizes just how bad our situation is, like I've been saying all along. You're gonna stay right here, at least until you get a good look at what's coming.
I めっちゃ遠いけど、俺北にさえ行ければアレックス助けれるんじゃないかな。こう上に行ったタイミングだけを。このタイミングで行ってダッシュでぶっ殺すあいつを。よし。 もうここから俺は鬼になるだけだ。
Any government that cannot face up to its own crimes and bring about restitution can never be redeemed. Kissinger may not technically be in power, but the fact that a known mass murderer still walks the halls of hallowed institutions as not only a free man but as a respected figure shows how cancerous the whole organism of America truly is.
キーヤンのために証拠を見つけてこようだもんな。でも白い礼拝堂行けないんだけどマジで。めちゃめちゃむずいぞ。
In a capitalist society, anyone with a lot of power must have left a hideous trail of bodies in his wake.
マジだ。びっくりした。
Mom, I know you've never believed in what we're doing here, but I don't blame you for being wrong. As Isaac always says, the American corporate machine is designed to make people fear any different way to live. But we live our own policy, and our policy is true equality. I may not change your mind, but I hope you believe in me and love me enough to help me with my dream. This is really hard for me to ask, but as we get this started, things are stretched thin. Supplies for myself, for all my friends here, would help so much. If you could send a wire transfer, that would help the most.
I find that the work, this great work, keeps me young. We thought this song might help everyone remember that.
This song was submitted by Suzanne, and I rather like it. Suzanne knows the value of the work. Preparation for the great strife that is surely ahead of us.
We wake up in the morning and we grab a hoe and rake, knowing that we plan to give more than we will take. Every day's a gift and we must use it while we can, working to improve our lot according to our plan. When we work together we will ease our way along, smiling as we work and as we sing this little song. A work away, a work away, a working for a better day. A work away, a work away, a working for a better day. A work away, a work away, a working for a better day. A working for a bright and better day. Come on now, water those crops, tend the orchards. Don't lag behind. Don't let your brothers and sisters down. Get out to those fields. No one rests when anyone is still oppressed. Come on now, rally round. Everyone work until the work is done. The workers of the world are uniting as we go.
来たな、多分アレックスがいると思われる。
All right, everyone. I know everyone wants to eat. Injustice hates happy workers.
どっかにアレックスいねえか。実はこの端の方みたいな。そんなことはないか。そんなことはなさそうだな。法術書テレサ。これが意外かな。もうちょっとでアレックスに会える。
Injustice abhors those who live righteous lives. Like a virus, injustice will spread to survive. But as long as one person resists, injustice may be killed.
ここだろう。スコテージ。どこだ。どこだアレックス。
I never felt like I fit in anywhere. Maybe if I had known my dad, things would be different, but he wasn't around. I never got along with my mom, no matter how hard she tried to fix things. Second time I ran away, I ended up with my friend Chill. Chill was all right, but his brother scared me. We got pulled into some bad stuff. Mom cried when the police called about what her son had gotten into. She couldn't fix me. We fought. But then I found Isaac and Rebecca. They showed me so much. So I came here to work and make this place good.
You know how much you all mean to us. But we are coming to a crisis point in Freedom Town. A time when we must decide our future.
We will leave an indelible mark on history and show them how we reject their vile lies.
We forge our own path out of this darkness, escaping with a providence only the Lord can grant us.
And we will inspire others to realize this world is cruelty, that it is time for a final reckoning.
There to shine their shoes and live in their slum, fine. The government tells him he is free, but he is just as much a slave as his grandfather 100 years ago. But when the black man knows his civil rights, when he chooses to defend his home, to fight for a decent breakfast for his children, now he is a terrorist. Now he must be put down.
Our contacts in Havana go beyond Colonia Unidad La Palma. Several Cuban generals have pledged us support as well, should our position ever become threatened by our mutual enemies. We are not alone in this, my sisters and brothers.
待って、これ教会の中にいるの？アレックス。それだといいじゃん。
During our crisis, we have made special arrangements for the children. They are in Cuba, at Colonia Unidad La Palma. Learning about the revolution from our trusted neighbors.
Out of the mouth of babes hast thou ordained strength, that thou mightest still the enemy and the avenger.
When we send our strongest message, we do so knowing it will make the world better and all children will benefit.
These are hard decisions, but we must make them, for God has made us his messengers.
Those back in the U.S. do not even understand their own oppression. Have we abandoned these people? No. We open our arms to them. But if they do not come when they refuse to see the truth, there is only so much we can do. We cannot save them if they resist being saved. Sadly, we must distance ourselves lest they drag us all down. I think you know by now, I have very high standards. So does Isaac. It should surprise no one that people with high standards don't always agree on those standards. It's not always pretty, but it's inevitable.
Yeah, どこにいんだろう。アレックスも見当たらねえし、もっと北の方かな。メディスチとかいうここにいた、ここに。
Look, I can't be seen with you. I need to get my kids back, and I can't take any chances. I came here to find a good home for my boys. I loved what my kids would learn here about justice for everyone. But this place is too intense. Now, everywhere I look is danger. Things are coming to a head. I wish I could go get my kids and run, but they're off in Cuba. I don't even know where. I need an address, anything, before I can think of leaving to go get them. The Walkers really do value the children. Rebecca said once, if the worst happened, if they came for us, at least the children might live on, remember what happened to us, and they might succeed where we failed. You want to find Alex? He's your family? Oh, he's a good kid. Let me see your map. I think this is his cabin.
そこ行きましたやん、俺。
I'm sure he'd like to see you. Just like I want to see my boys.
What they've done in the States is take slavery and dress it up in new clothes. They don't allow you enough food to live, a decent school to send your children, health services, not in your neighborhood. And once you are old, you're just a used-up slave. They won't even do you the dignity of taking you out back and putting a bullet in your head. They suck away what money you have left, leaving you to die in a slow tragedy.
くそ。飯食うんか。終わった。
Every time you set that alarm off, you told my people they'll never be safe. That's the message you want to send? That's what my people heard. The only way to make people understand is to be completely uncompromising in our message. As you will see.
待って、あとワンチャンスある？もしかして。あとワンチャンスある。 そして俺は絶望のポジションに生かされたわけだ。またやった。はい、終わりです。むずすぎる。くそくそ。チャンスくれ。いやー、どうしよっかな。ノーマルって結構歯応えあるんだよな。
Vic, I'm out of options. Alex has been in South America for 2 years now, and I haven't heard from him in 6 months. I just know something is wrong, and I don't trust the horrible preachers he's fallen in with. Can you get in there and check on him? With your background, I know you can handle it. Get him out if things look bad. I know it's been a few years, but your family. God, he's still just a kid.
目覚まし時計めっちゃ持ってるな、俺。なんだこう。手術代、鎮痛剤とかめっちゃあるとこじゃないこれ、もしかして。チーズ欲しいな。拳銃いらんよ。俺拳銃取った。
Why we named this place Freedom Town? We named it for the freedoms America promised us, but which we never really had.
At last, here we are free to love our God and love ourselves as America would never let us.
We only ask that you love this place.
As we love all of you.
そうか、町人のあれを持ってるから俺は街はまあそこに歩けるのか。
At the Bear Ridge Commune. I had hopes they'd be safe up in the Cascades. Far enough up there not to bother anyone. From what I'm told, last week they were raided by the FBI. 10 dead. Many jailed. The rest now homeless. And for what? They just wanted their own peace. If we hadn't left the U.S., that would be us, my people, dead in a ditch.
もう礼拝堂チャレンジしてもいいんだよな、ぶっちゃけ。序盤から。
Blasphemous ways of man that have cost us our God-given equality.
序盤からこれ礼拝堂チャレンジを。
Injustice is the fuel that powers the motor that makes the United States run. Without injustice, its engine will seize up, incapable of going forward. The luxuries the rich have come to expect would be impossible in a world where no one is starving, where everyone had decent
こいつら
medical
の
care,
場所は
where
変わんないんだ
seniors
な。
are cared for, and
Are you a member of the mission? Did you just join? I came here to find a good home for my boys. I loved what my kids would learn here about justice for everyone. But this place is too intense. Now, everywhere I look is danger. Things are coming to a head. I wish I could go get my kids and run, but they're off in Cuba. I don't even know where. I need an address, anything, before I can think of leaving to go get them. Get away from me!
killing us. They're really killing us.
めっちゃアラーム切って。
This place was supposed to be safe.
They have shown no hesitation to kill us. If you see anything suspicious, stay away and get a member of the security team immediately.
With the will to fight, we must hold on to hope. For this killing.
めっちゃ探してるな。俺も今アラームを必死に探してるとこなんだけど。
We just want to live. They won't let us live.
こういう時に限ってアラーム見つかんないんだけど。
Security, highest alert. Highest alert.
あった。
Our fallen brother would want us to fight. We must find who did this horrible thing.
This is horrible, horrible. One of our people is dead. This is what we always told you was coming. One of us has been found killed. This intruder is clearly armed and very dangerous. Security, we have an intruder. Armed and very dangerous. We just wanted peace, but still they murder us.
Why won't they leave us alone?
Yeah, 切れんかったな。
When they murder us in our beds, what hope do we have?
This is horrible, horrible. One of our people is dead. This is what we always told you was coming.
Why won't they leave us alone?
嘘だ。あ、挟まれた。
Our fallen brother would want us to fight. We must find
ワ
who
イヤ
did
ー切
this
るのも
horrible
一苦労じゃないか、一回と。あ、もうこれで終わりか、サッチで。
May God have mercy on your soul, because after the trail of bodies you have left in your path, I cannot spare any mercy.
Yeah, いやー、ラストもうワンチャン先やろう。もうこれ以上俺のあれが持たねえ。ノーマルで普通にむずい。いやー、やっぱランボーが早いんだけどな、本当は。
Dear Mom, things are going great down here. I knew it would be hard working with the mission to build a town in the jungle, but it's what we have to do. It stays hot and humid year-round here, but I love seeing all the bugs and birds from South America. Oh, food's great, particularly because we grow it ourselves. I know you worry about me, but please don't. Love, Alex.
Our contacts in Havana go beyond Colonia Unidad La Palma. Several Cuban generals have pledged us support as well, should our position ever become threatened by our mutual enemies. We are not alone in this, my sisters and
殺さない
brothers.
でおこう最初は。なんかこここんなに人いなかったのにめっちゃ人増えてる。
We named this place Freedom Town?
We named it for the freedoms America promised us, but which we never really had.
At last, here we are free. To love our God and love ourselves as America would never let us.
We only ask that you love this
死んだお
place.
前ら。
As we love all of you.
Can you believe they still talk about an American dream? The American dream is about getting rich while everyone else stays poor. It is the only way their system works. Any other dream that dares compete is shot down dead. Just ask Dr. King.
なんだシアン系やつ。村の住民全員始末してやる。
Capitalism lives off inequity, pushing you to look down on others. And what better shorthand for feeling superior than based on your own so-called race? Angela Davis has it right. You cannot separate racism from capitalism.
どうせその辺にいるからあっちに行かせて、
Born sleeping on a bed of gold, they preach their great accomplishments when all they have done is perpetuate a system that robs you blind.
もうね、とに
And
か
they ask why the poor don't work harder, why the black mother has so many children, why anyone should have a moment's peace when they could work for starvation wages to line the pockets of the wealthiest. Who gave you the right to question? Who gave you the right to refuse their system? We did.
'Am I a man of God or a man of war? When the so-called civilized world will not leave us alone, I must be both. I will fight until my people are free from fear and free to live.
よしよし。
I think you know by now I have very high standards. So does Isaac. It should surprise no one that people with high standards don't always agree on those standards. It's not always pretty, but it's inevitable.
When we recall the verse from Matthew about the city on the hill, I think of our town in the jungle, how we can be an example to the world.
The Puritans preached that their shining example would be Boston. But 300 years later, it is instead a corrupt home for fake progressives and powerful elites.
A betrayal. No life at all would be better than a life of American hypocrisy.
We will be true to our principles, whatever end may come. And what about the FBI's COINTEL program, whose very stated goal is maintaining the existing social and political order? Is it any surprise that they came after us? Because I look at their social order and I say that it is not good enough for my family.
3人来たな。
We are all equal before God. It's the blasphemous ways of man that have cost us our God-given equality.
Was America ever exceptional? Hardly.
Yeah.
Born of genocide, built by slavery, stained by misogyny, where the poor are taught to hate each other and to die in wars to serve the wealthiest? Was America ever great? Those were just lies told to hide the sins.
You know how much you all mean to us. But we are coming to a crisis point in Freedom Town. A time when we must decide our future.
We will leave an indelible mark on history and show them how we reject their vile lies.
We forge our own path out of this darkness, escaping with the providence only the Lord can grant us.
And we will inspire others to realize this world is cruelty, that it is time for a final reckoning. Security team needed, right away. Everyone stay calm. The security crew is investigating.
Keep watch! They have come for us!
We are on high alert. Workers to the safe zones.
どっからあったよな。
Security crews stand down. Return to regular patrols. Be safe, everyone.
My God, they're killing us. They're really killing us. This place was supposed to be safe.
They have shown no hesitation to kill us. If you see anything suspicious, stay away and get a member of the security team immediately.
The will to fight. We must hold on to hope. For this killing. My God. My people, we just want to live. They won't let us live.
白い教会調べたけど何もないんだけど。
They have sent the death squad. This is it. No one wants to leave their families behind. But if you told them of our ways and they refuse to listen, you know they are lost. Our future is here. Not back in the most corrupt nation the world has ever seen.
ちょっと記述しといてもらって。
Am I a man of God or a man of war? When the so-called civilized world will not leave us alone, I must be both. I will fight until my people are free from fear and free to live.
使ってレベッカ、アイザック。ん？白い礼拝堂ってここのはずなんだけどな。
They have shown no hesitation to kill us. If you see anything suspicious, stay away and get a member of the security team immediately.
ギリギリが強いのってこっちか。
If you're not being attacked and persecuted, you are compromised. When you live for truth, slander is inevitable. So I hear of people back in the U.S. attacking and deriding us. And I know we are doing everything right.
Yeah.
Shh. これでお前は何も考えずにする。
My people,
ここに今回いないのか。
we just want to live. They won't let us live.
ここ守ってたよな。僕の破片か。チャールズを倒せばアレックスはね、射撃場にいる。
My God, they're killing us. They're really killing us. This place was supposed to be safe.
Injustice abhors those who live righteous lives. Like a virus, injustice must spread to survive. But as long as one person resists, injustice may be killed.
Hey! Okay. Now, those people you killed, I knew every one of them.
何それ。
Christ tells me to be a forgiving man. And I do forgive you. But based on how many of my people you've killed, I consider this self-defense.
全然違うわ。殺されるオチや。難しい。